Oh, there we go. Hey, okay, I'm gonna fix this real quick. Make our lights be brighter. Woo, there we go. Okay, so Shasta and I are here live, Social Climber Pro, and you wonder why we're wearing our sunglasses? We're gonna tell you why. So we do training at our loft once a week, and we call it Cool Kids Training. That's the sunglasses, because we're the cool kids. Ah. See, all right, so we're gonna take them off now. Well, we're gonna leave them on for a second till everybody gets logged on? Okay. Yep. So we're going to be live. We're going to be marketing for entrepreneurs 101, kind of some basic stuff if you're trying to handle your social media all by yourself. We want to help you with some of the tips and some of the trials that we go through on a daily basis whenever we're working on this stuff. So give us a few more minutes. I know everybody's waiting until 3 o'clock to get logged on because that's when we're going to start. So if you want to share this with your friends and have them come on live. If you're an entrepreneur, you should be on here right now anyways because you need to learn these tips, okay? So we're gonna be doing marketing for entrepreneurs 101, social media versus social selling. And we got just a few things to talk over with you, just kind of some tips and tricks for you. And we're going to be doing that in almost like 1 minute. So, cool kids are still here.
And at the end, we'll be open for questions.
Yes, you can actually ask questions all the way through there. One of us, whoever's not yakking at the time, will kind of read them and see what's going on, and if there's something that we can answer in the middle of it, we sure will. So, 1 more minute, 1 more minute, 1 more minute, 1 more minute. Okay, so once again, you're going to be watching for marketing for entrepreneurs. Easy stuff. If you own any kind of business, doesn't matter, insurance agency, boutique, medical center, pet grooming, doesn't matter. These tips will help you. What color is your hair? Well, my hair is gray. I'm one of the blue-haired ladies.
I got blue hair.
Shasta's is...
Ish.
Shasta got some blue too.
Bluish.
What kind of weird like that? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, so let's see here. I think we can go live right now. What do you think? You gonna wait a second?
Yeah, let's wait a second.
Okay, what do you got to say about this? About Cool Kids Training. Do you learn something every week?
Yes. I've been in the business ish a little bit over a year, and I learn something each day.
I've been in the business for a lot longer than that, and I learn something new every day. Matter of fact, I have to kind of force myself every day to learn something new. Had to teach myself a new trick last night with YouTube, so I was going to hand that off to Shasta, but she had other chores to have to learn. So anyways, okay, cool kids are out of here. These are coming off, and now we're going to start some training. Really good. Okay. So I want to start off real quick, and I want to talk about Facebook Marketing 101. Turn sideways a little bit. I can squish in here with you, or we have to scoot back. Okay. So Facebook Marketing 101. For entrepreneurs, I know it's difficult for you. I know that all of the things that you have to do on a daily basis, like scheduling employees, ordering product, merchandising, payroll, all of your billing, all of that stuff is so important to keep your business up and running, and so is marketing. And I know that what you do really well may not fit into the world of marketing, and so it's kind of a struggle for you guys. So if I could give you just a couple of tips. First of all, one of the questions people ask me all the time is how often to post. And I really think it depends on your business. So for instance, if you're a boutique, posting several times a day is no big deal because you have new inventory, new cool things that are coming in to your store. If you're an insurance agent and you are, sharing insurance tips or things along that line, probably maybe twice a day is going to be your maximum, and you may not even have that much content to be able to post that much on a daily basis. So what to post, I always tell people in general to give, and then ask. So like offer them tips. So yeah, so like
what Gary Vaynerchuk says, jab, 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 right hook.
Exactly. So if you are, let's say that you are a small little store, small little boutique or whatever, and maybe instead of just, hey, these are our new shoes, this is our new shirts, these are our new necklaces, maybe there's a lipstick or makeup tips, or maybe there's a video that you can find or you could create on how to tie a scarf 17 different ways. So those are giving without asking. Even though you have scarves for sale in your store, But this is giving. This is giving them a tip. That's giving them valuable content that they can use. And so I always say, I always schedule stuff like motivational quotes or interesting things, trending videos. That's content that's consumable and shareable. And then if people are liking and engaging with the stuff on your page, then when you serve up something that is maybe a carousel ad that has 6 different pictures of the new spring tops that you've gotten in.
One of those will catch their eye.
Yeah, it'll pull into their feed now because you've had content that they've engaged with, okay? And then Shasta, I know that you learned a lot when we were at Social Media Marketing World about social media versus selling on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. First, we did have a new question. What is the best way to reach your customers? Personally, we're actually going to get to that, but I think, depending on the business, it's still probably the same either way. But Facebook advertising opens up the doors to so many things. We'll get to that later on. With the social marketing versus selling on Facebook, it's kind of like how she was just saying, is you give, and then you take. So you have to offer up options to your customers, your people who like your page. Give them things that they're going to enjoy without constantly asking for them to buy. You can't just expect business when all you're doing is trying to sell yourself. It's just not how it works. People are going to get disinterested really fast. They're probably going to unlike your page. They're probably going to be less likely to go to your business whenever they're out shopping because that's the impression that they got on social media.
So it's like this. So it's like, would you tune into a TV station that was all commercials?
No.
Right? So that's kind of the same thing. But so many businesses will just put commercial. This is on sale, 20% off, got new hats in, blah, blah, blah. And they forget to serve you up content that's interesting to you, serve you up stuff that you might be interested in. And I think that's where so many small business entrepreneurs fall off because they forget to think like a consumer. They forget to think what's entertaining, because people are on Facebook literally to be entertained. They're on YouTube to be entertained. They're on Snapchat to
Because
be
they're
entertained.
bored.
Yes, absolutely.
And they don't want to be bored anymore. And I think, kind of going back to what we were saying about the give, take, and with the commercials thing, that's one of the reasons why Netflix is becoming such one of the biggest companies in the world. They don't have ads or commercials. You pay that $7.99 a month and you get nothing but give. So it's one of a good company to learn from and a good marketing strategy to learn from.
Well, and if you look at like even their competitor Hulu, and so we actually turned our cable off just because we
don't have live TV.
and we never were watching anything live, so we were DVRing everything. So I'm like I wouldn't watch my favorite shows till maybe 3 days later.
When you can fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So I subscribed to Hulu, and I think my Hulu is probably around that too, $7.99 a month.
Yeah, something like that.
But you can pay $10.99 a month and have no commercials. Why would I not do that? And so this teaches you guys a lesson too on marketing. And not that nobody watches commercials or listens to them. I mean, I don't even listen to live radio. I know you do, but
I listen to Sirius. There's no commercials.
Yeah. But this goes to teach you another lesson too, that where are your customers? If they're not watching TV commercials and they're not listening to radio commercials,
Where do they hear about your business?
exactly. Go to dinner with your husband and your family and look around at all the tables there. See what they're doing. They're all. That's what they're doing. So why aren't you there delivering content that they can consume, right? You know why? Because you're busy. You're busy. Scheduling employees, hiring employees, training employees, doing payroll, paying the bills, ordering merchandise, merchandising the store, or learning the new things if you're an agent or you're in a medical industry, or if you're a nail salon. All of the things that you have to do to keep that business running and the doors open, and you don't have time for all the rest of this, right? So, another thing I want to ask you guys.
New question.
Oh.
Oh, that's not a question. Thank you.
You can use this too. Your Toys for Tots thing would be great, Stephanie. You should be using social for this. Okay, so another thing that is important. So I know people ask all the time, should we use ads, Facebook ads? I just boost my posts. Won't that be good enough?
I learned that lesson the hard way. I mean, for those of you that know me, I run the social media for a local skating rink. And before I had learned about Facebook ads, I was just boosting posts, and you would get engagement right then, but then it would drop off. Facebook ads gain you your customers that are going to stay on your page, and you target them to what they want. So things that they've already interested in, apps they have on their phone, websites they visited, pages they like, what they talk about, that's all captured, and you can use that whenever you're targeting. We have any question?
We're not. Hi, Shanna. Okay, so this is super important. Okay, so I tell people this all the time. People don't understand the power of Facebook ads. I tell people all the time, if you are the mother, if you're a redheaded mother of an overweight little chubby 1-year-old baby, I can get an ad targeted specifically to you. Because of the demographics within Facebook, when you made your Facebook profile and you said, I accept the terms of use, you accepted that they could collect all the cookies from every website that you ever go to. So if you're looking at childhood diabetes, overweight kids, chubby-sized baby clothes, redheaded chat sites, people with freckles, I mean, all of those demographics are going to put you into this bucket, and I'm going to go, I need a redheaded woman with a chubby baby less than 1-year-old. And I'm going to get those demographics, and I'm going to get my ad right in front of you. And that's how powerful it is. You can target the fans of other people's Facebook pages. You can target people who are currently in the market for whatever you're selling. It's super, super powerful. You can even target, like if I wanted to do an ad today and I wanted to target all of the employees of Mercy Health in Joplin, Missouri, I could get that ad out to every one of them. If I had a discount for scrubs, let's say I sold scrubs, had a discount for scrubs and I wanted them all to go to all of the Mercy Hospital employees, I could create that ad and send it straight out to them. Or if I wanted to just go to nurses, CNAs, whatever all of the list of employee titles are, I could do that also. And that's the power of Facebook marketing and how to use ads. You're sending your message to a demographic of people who want your message, not just
everybody.
Friends and family and
Because why would I want an ad for men's board shorts? Probably wouldn't.
they're not comfortable. They don't stretch. I'm just saying. I've tried them on before. And so Shasta had a fun thing come up yesterday, huh? You were trying to do some ads, and every 5 minutes we get the bing, bing, ad disapproved.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, ad disapproved. So finally I'm like, get on with Facebook chat and find out what's going on. Find out why they're disapproving all of these ads.
They recently changed their guidelines, and they just don't want to accept anything.
That's not true.
They don't want to accept a lot.
She's a little bitter.
A little bit. One of the main things they changed that is important for our entire team is there's only certain Facebook-like logos that you can use. They have a website, which is facebookbrand.com, where you can add, there's 4 different ones there, 4 logos you can use. If you create your own Facebook logo, or if you pull one off of Google, that ad is going to automatically be disapproved.
Yeah.
Another one, we work with a clinic that does medical services,
weight loss,
dieting, stuff like that. And we cannot do any ads that include any physical images.
Like if you're pulling your pants out going, my jeans are too big now.
Yeah, can't do that. You can't do before and after pictures.
That's been a long time though. They've had that forever.
And there's always, of course, the no more than 20% text thing, which I know there's websites that allow to check and see how much text you have in your image. But it's another thing that is definitely good to check in on before you make a whole ad campaign and every single ad gets disapproved, like what happened to me yesterday.
She's still bitter. Live and learn. There was the one ad though, this one was I even kind of went, really? It was a picture of a green apple with a measuring tape around it.
And got disapproved.
Got disapproved. It wasn't a human with a measuring tape around its waist. It was an apple. I'm like, for reals? Good gosh. Anyways, so yes, you should use ads. Yes, you probably need to look up the terms of service. It's Ryan. You need to look up the terms of service and see what their rules are. There is a cool link to all of the Facebook logos if you want to use them. And I will actually post them on our Facebook page when we're done here, the link to it, so you guys can actually have the apple was offensive. So you can actually have the ones that are current right now, but in a year they may change them, and so you'll just want to stay current on if you're wanting Facebook likes and you're wanting the thumb, you want to get the new thumb. You don't want the old thumb. They want you to use the right stuff for them. And I actually spent like an hour yesterday going through reading some guidelines. So it's getting. He's very really monetized it. And now, like, let's say that you had a program and I wanted to promote it because I was an affiliate marketer for your online class course or whatever, and I wanted to promote it, and I paid to promote your course. There's a chance that in the future, if I don't have written permission from you to use your logos and everything, and Facebook will ask me for that, I'll have to submit them in advance. There's a chance that not only will I get charged for the ads, but because I'm promoting your course, they may charge you also. So you just have to keep up on top of these rules and changes, and that's why it's so hard for small business owners to do this themselves.
It's because they don't have the time.
They don't. I do it full time, but I don't have the time. Sometimes I'm like, holy crap, I have to learn something new again because Facebook moved everything that I use. It used to be up here, and now it's all down here. Where did it go? Like, I literally was like, where did all my tools go? They're gone. They didn't send me an email going, hey, Robin, this is where it all moved to. They just move it on you. And then I'm like, searching for 30 minutes for my tools. So that's why so many people leave like the ads portion of it to professionals, because of the fact that like we will upload 6 images for one ad and then 3 of them get kicked out because of whatever Facebook rules or whatever, and then we'll like grab 3 more and throw them in there and see if we can get a good rotation of ads going in there and the right message to the right people. And there's times when Shasta may change the demographics in an ad campaign 2-3 times.
Oh, more than that.
Before we get it to where it's performing well, it's the right message to the right group of people. And so I can't imagine doing that and trying to run my business. So I'm not telling you all of this so you will call us to do your ads for you. I'm just telling you that if you're wanting to do your own, then I would set time aside whenever I was not distracted by anything else. I would read what the guidelines are, make sure that my images didn't have more than 20% text on them, and there's a little grid box to test it with. I'll put a link to that on our Facebook page too, but just some tools and tips. And I wish it were easier for you guys, but it's not easy for us either. And Facebook changes on a weekly basis. So it is the best marketing platform out there because the demographics are unmatched. And now that they bought Instagram, you can advertise on Instagram with the same demographics from Facebook. And so you're not having to go out to Facebook and or out to Instagram and do an ad. You do them right in the Facebook platform. You just link your Instagram page to that ad campaign. So if anybody has any questions about this, just pop them on our page and we'll be glad to answer them for you.
Ask right now.
Yeah, if you have questions right now, we'd be glad to. We literally, this is what we eat, breathe, and sleep every day. I mean, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. We are neck deep in Facebook all the time.
Are the ads the same for Instagram?
The ad sizes should not be. So if you're going to do an Instagram ad campaign, I would not combine it with a Facebook one.
Which you can do.
You can, but the images for Facebook ads are rectangle shaped. And square shapes work best for Instagram, but you go into the Facebook platform to create the ad that you're going to use for Instagram, and you set all the demographics and everything in there. But I would definitely do a separate ad campaign and not combine it. Like I wouldn't do, I'm going to do all of this to Facebook and then include my Instagram page. I would do one to Facebook and then do the same ad campaign with the right size graphic. And images are very important on Instagram. Aesthetics. Like that's what people want to look at, something nice and pretty. So think about that. Kind of the audiences act differently. So
something that catches the eye.
Yeah, and
it's not just going to blend in with everything else.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that I think that maybe sometimes we're guilty of doing is probably jumping ahead of you guys because we assume that you guys know some things that you may not. One way to optimize your ads campaign is to go in through your Facebook page through Pages Manager, which is an app you can download if you have a Facebook page for your business or whatever you do, and look at your insights. On your insights, you're going to be able to see who your most common users are. The most amount of time you can spread it out to is 28 days, but that'll give you a pretty good idea. Who was most active on your page, all of your likes, what demographic they were, if they were women that were aged 25 to 34, if they're mobile users, if they use computer, where they found you, so that when you build those ads campaigns, you can build them to the people that are going to answer to them more likely.
It's powerful stuff. That way you're just not guessing every time. You're just analyzing it, coming back, and there's time I'll get a message out and it'll say, hey, this ad is performing really well with people 45 to 54 years old, is performing 25% better. And so I may go in and drop the demographic of all of the rest of them and double my money down on that age group, depending on, you know, how well it's performing. So it's, I'd like to say that it's an exact science and that there's an easy little cheat sheet for you. It isn't. If there would, our hair wouldn't be blue. Okay, I think that's about it for right now. We've been 20 minutes in. I appreciate you guys logging on today. Every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, we're going to bring some more tips. And like I said, I'll put the link in there to the Facebook assets that you can use. And I'll also put a link in there for the 20% text graph that you can pull your images in to make sure that they're not over on that, okay?
Did we missed a question?
Did we? What is it? Should I boost posts? Is there any value to it? No, there isn't. That's the question. That's the answer. Okay. Adios, guys. Wait. Cool kids. We're out of here.